Started from Zero Nation. This is the very first interview that I'm actually interviewing someone regarding personal branding. My name is Mike Fallat, and I help entrepreneurs write books and use as a marketing tool. And yes, I did start from zero. I started from zero. It's all about helping anyone, no matter what industry or where they come from, use their own personal brand to, go far in life. And today I'm actually interviewing Tylin Lilly, the first man, and he has his own digital marketing company. He started from zero and now makes $10,000 a month with his company. So thanks so much for doing this, man.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Before we begin, I sound upbeat in the very beginning, but Tylin just lost his father, and I cannot believe, you're able to do this, especially it was on Friday, and you're doing this, and this is just showing you or showing others how dedicated you are to your own word, your commitment. So thanks for doing this, man. You didn't have to, and I really appreciate it.
Right.
So number one, tell us a little bit about your company, but really what I want to hear.
First step, I'm gonna jump right in.
Yeah.
It's just showing up. You got to show up.
That's it.
Go ahead, go ahead.
So it's a little bit of a delay.
Yeah.
But what's your number one thing that made your business take off? Were you calling constantly? Were you showing up? Were you just being in front of people nonstop? What was like your number one? What's your brand? Tell us, what is your own personal brand? Define that.
My first one was Tide Consulting. A guy, he's first. So my initial was $400. So $400, they give you the training platform. They show you how to rank these websites, show you how to do SEO. They show you how to do all these things, manage the numbers and all that. But, my first step was taking action. I think that's the biggest point. And then after you tell us first, you got to take action second. And that's the biggest thing. Because when you start from zero, I mean zero, like no loans, no mommy daddy help, no no nothing, just straight, just showing up. And you don't even have courage at that point. So you're like in the room, whatever. You don't have an office yet, so you're like, damn, what do I do? And that keeps people there, for a long time. Maybe that's why people never start. But that first step is, and taking the action and showing up, just every day. If you're showing up an hour a day, that's better than not showing up at all. And you just make it count. Because it is hard. Because all you see is people at the top. You never see them. Like gradually going up.
You don't see that.
Have your attention. That's when the attention is not on them. Because people only follow those people that's up here. But it's those foundation things that build the individual up. My second brand is myself.
I'll give you a little.
It's just TylinLilly.com.
TylinLilly.com. Gotcha.
Yeah. You go ahead.
So what I found out, and this is something that, Apple, we always talk about Apple as like a great branding company. They got smart enough to just start putting themselves in Hollywood movies. So people buy what they see a lot of. Now, what you just hinted on is just being there, whatever it is. I don't care if it's a Facebook Live, if it's doing this. When you say showing up, it's being somewhere consistently in your face, and now people are able to buy from and buy what they see a lot of. Is that correct? Is that what your brand is? You just want to just put yourself out there as much as possible, as consistently as possible?
Yeah, that's how I'm able to get, most of my business, because if your competition, well, you're not competing yet. So when you're starting from zero, we're talking about zero. You know what I'm saying? You're just catching everything that trickles down that everyone else doesn't close. Or you're in avenues that people don't really focus on because they worry about the big clients, So I think that's a big one too. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good way to look at it. So when you're building your own personal brand, go where other people are not, right out of the gate.
Right. When I say that, that's because the bigger guys aren't feeding at the bottom. So it's kind of levels to it. So you get the first level, secondary, and then you get the windfall of leads that they don't close, just for different reasons. You may be able to service your clients better than a company that's bigger than yours, just based on how small you are. You may win that way also,
Maybe that just goes to the point of smaller businesses are able to succeed because of the more hands-on approach to some of them. You can nurture more, clients, or maybe not more, but more hands-on, one-on-one type thing.
Right, give them that personal feel, and that's what small businesses love. I work with small business owners, and they love that. They like that I can show up, shake their hand. They see me on Facebook, they go to my website, and things like that.
So your personal brand is consistency. It's a digital marketing agency starting from zero, now making $10,000 a month.
Yeah.
What kind of clients are these? Corporate clients? Are these individuals? What are you working with now?
Really just the local plumber, local roofer. I haven't really got into the plastic surgeon or ortho or, more professional. I'm going to get there. But it's all a process. So local plumbers, roofers, the siding guy, but they're companies that, I see that have a lot of potential. So I look for the potential, right now so I can build up that credibility so I can just go strong and get that big break.
Some of my clients, Tylin, give you a couple examples here. All right. So John Wood, he's a fitness trainer. He wrote a book called The Athlete Inside. Right. Obviously, we got Kenny Wolf, Investing in the Dream. This guy, Marty Human, he has a book, Facebook group marketing for realtors. How important is it to tie your name, Tylin Lilly, with digital marketing? Because these people they understand the importance of their name with that title. My name with attractive story selling. How do you get Tylin Lilly combined with digital marketing?
Right, and it's all a process because branding is just equals credibility. Would you agree?
Oh yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just about how many different pillars do you want your credibility levels to be at? Oh, they can look at Joe Schmo. Joe Schmo has a book. He has a website. He has a podcast. He has he's on Shazam. I don't know what Shazam. He's on SoundCloud. He's on. He's omnipresent. You know what I'm saying? So that just gives you more credibility. Just starting. I mean, when you first start out, you're not going to have anything. So it's just more of like building on. So I think it's very important, as you get, more income, you get more flows coming in and your mind starts expanding. It's important to get those different flows of credibility, if you will.
And I think that's very important. I like how you put that. It's basically all tools that you're just, going through the woods, finding tools that can work for you, putting it together. Eventually you have many, many, many tools to live off of.
Right.
And I guess going off to the personal brand, and you are using your name as the company, right? I mean, it's TylinLilly.com.
Right.
So that's powerful because when you have a brand, when you're putting your name out there, and it's like I talk about the Mike Fallat brand, and there's the John Wood brand, people are going to seek you out. They're going to name you as the brand rather than even the company. Is that correct?
Right. And even when I got my name like that because I'm going to do multiple different things. I got the digital marketing, which helps in a lot of ways. I can go out and start a great brand. We're pretty good. We're a premium, branding company. We could do premium websites, premium SEO, premium logos, and that's just what we're known for, just premium. And you could, just based on that and doing that, it can set the tone.
I like it. So you're increasing your own personal brand so you have many options down the road, maybe not tomorrow, next week, next month, but down the road, years from now, for many years, the Tylin Lilly brand, oh, they need a guest for a podcast. Oh, they need a spot for this. Oh, they need a spot for that.
Yeah, and they can find out what else I do. Oh, he has this course, that course, or this course. Just based on the, however they meet me is how, we're going to do business. So I'd like to have it as like a hub so people can find me, they can research me and find out everything I do, everything about me, so we can find a way to work together. I'm at a point to where I can find anybody and we can work together. As long as it makes sense and it's, it's just not anybody doing anything. I don't know if that makes sense. If it's going somewhere, yeah, but if it's like, come on, man, we're not going to do it. It just has to make sense.
Something I did in my own personal brand. I want to ask you a question about this. This is kind of off the wall, but what I started doing was tying books with clothing, women's shoes, lipstick, things that, all about attraction marketing. Do you do something differently for you or for your clients? How do you basically tie in digital marketing, which sounds maybe confusing to some, to maybe something that is relatable? How do you do that? Because I found the power in that is really, 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 it magnifies your company.
Yeah, it definitely does. I haven't got to the tangibles yet, but I just use Google. They associate, oh, the Google dude, the Google guy, oh, you're the guy running, so it's not really tangible, which is I think that's great you're doing that. But mine is usually associated with Google, and then the rankings and, how I make the websites fall and things like that.
Very
Yeah,
cool. Very cool. If someone were to start their own brand, and everything you're saying, I believe is relatable to any industry, whether you're in
right,
corporations, whether you're in insurance, financial services, your own
right,
business. If there's
right.
one piece of advice, obviously you said show up. Is there anything else that you could say to someone creating their own personal brand?
Right. I just first make that decision. I'll give you a few. I know you said one, but make the decision. Just be willing to live, breathe, die, and lose whatever, when it comes to that. If you're not willing to do that, then, don't join. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because, I lost family, lost friends, lost significant others, just following my dreams, just things that I've instilled in myself that I was not going to put up with, not having that, not having negativity around me. You just got to be ready to fight for it. And when I say fight, like really go, blow for blow, not that deep, but I'm just saying you got to be willing to give it your all. And then, the third is just find people that's already doing it. And if you can't get next to those people, um, just I believe in like the universe, but not really that deep. But I don't believe in coincidence. So if you can go to the local Starbucks, you see somebody with a roof, you see a roofing truck, outside, go meet that company. You
Oh,
see,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You see, I don't know if you're in the hospital field, you see Eskenazi or St. Vincent's, whatever big hospital. Go talk to that person. Make those connections and increase your odds, because that's better than sitting there doing nothing and just wishing you would have walked up on that person, or just wishing for your next deal, wishing, get close to the relevant as possible. And it could be like convention shows, trade shows. If you're going after dentists, show up at their trade shows when they sending out products. You go for roofing contractors, show up to Owens Corning, show up to the trade shows that they have. With their whoever's trying to get the clients, go where they're looking for the clients at, and that's where you'll find them, and increase your odds. Target those people. You'll get no's. They'll say heck no, get out of my office. Just you. And I believe you work with who you see yourself working with. So you just get your ideal clients down and just target those people and don't give up. And if they don't want to buy in your neighborhood, somebody else in the neighborhood will. So if you live, breathe, and die behind what you want to do, you got to travel, because your local market won't show you love. I mean, they will, but I started with no network. I started, with really no help. So when you're down bad like that, you got to do whatever it takes. You got to drive 40 minutes this way, and then you may turn around and have to drive an hour this way back.
Oh, yeah, I know
Then
that
your
world.
tank's on E. Now you don't have any gas to get to your day job, to pay for this business. Then that's when it get hard. Like, dang, do I really want this? So I just say, just like stick to it, and making sure your moves are calculated early, so you can make it make sense. Because I spent the last 2.5 years spinning out. I'm finally getting it figured out and going up. Um, and when you're starting young, I had no connections or credibility. I was at the worst. My dad passed Friday. I still got to work. I'm doing light house. I mean, upkeep of my business, but I still got to stay at it. It's just about how bad do you want it, and you just got to really just stick on it. And I don't know if it's just like when you're surfing, you're hanging on to that thing. You got to be willing to hang on like that for the rest of your life. I don't know what that's called. Is that parasailing?
Surfing, basically. Oh,
Parasailing with your whole
Paris. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
parasailing.
so you got to be willing to parasail for the rest of your life in whatever waters. So it's just like that, and whatever elements come at you, you got to be able to withstand, and that's just how it is.
And the stronger your personal brand increases, the less rejections are going to come your way. I've found out. Well, they're still
Right?
going to come your way, but it's going to
Yeah,
be easier for them to say yes than it is to be say no.
I definitely agree, and that just comes with like a parasailing example. You get past the Atlantic, you're gonna use Atlantic to get to the Pacific. Just like, and then they can see that you have the experience, credibility. It all ties in, and
Damn.
just the more you learn, the more you're able to apply. Like I just learned the books. Now I got to go write a few books. It's just your information like that. You got to be able to take in like a sponge, and when you're starting out, just be a sponge to everything. But you'll know when information is bad. You're like, I'm definitely not doing that. I'm definitely not doing that. But take all the good, get as good as you can, run with that, take it in, and apply it to what you want your brand to look like.
Right.
That's what I'd say, and that's good. That's good game right there.
And the more
That's
tools you
good game.
have, the once again, it's basically the more trophies you have on your mantle. and therefore
Right.
more people are going to be attracted to your own personal brand. So that's beautiful.
Right. Yeah, and I'm not talking as a branding expert. I'm not saying that. I'm just
No,
still
no, and
basing
that's
it off.
why I don't want to interview just branding experts. I want to hear from direct people, whether they're in a model,
Right.
musician. They all have their own
Right.
personal brand. Everybody has it.
Right. 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 So I'm not coming off as a branding expert. I'm just taking my experience, starting from zero all the way where I am now, and just telling you what I've learned, and kind of my experience and my mindset behind it. That's all I'm sharing. I'm not saying I'm the expert, or but
Hey, sorry about that, guys. If we lost you, a little bit of interruption, but I'm still here with Tylin. He's just about to head out. Anything you want to last say about any personal branding tips? And I did ask you for that sign off. I know that for sure, but last little tips there. I know you kind of concluded with the consistency, knowing that you're going to live and die by your brand and that type of feeling.
Yeah. Again, my name is Tylin Lilly, Tide Consulting. Before we cut out, I was going, and then we froze. So, just live and die about it. If you caught the last, before we got the interruption, just that itself will take you, where you want to go, where you need to go, I'd say, and
Beautiful.
then to where you want to, where you need to be, then you'll find out like, oh, okay, I need to do this, this, and that to grow. So I got to stretch. It's just all about stretching.
How long? You've been doing this for 2 years?
3.
3 years. And you said you spun for 2 years.
Yes.
So maybe that's another thing. If you were starting from zero, prepare to spin. That's another thing.
Yeah. And I started when I was 19. Who wants to give a check to a 19-year-old? Hey, I'll do this for you.
I'll just do it for free. Give me experience. I want to help you out. I love that.
Even then, they're like, "Oh man, for free." People don't value free. I mean, my ideal clients, they don't value free. They're like, "Oh, okay, cool." I mean, they do, but most times, no. Like, what are you doing? What are you trying to do with my big company that I developed with my heart and soul?
Exactly.
What are you trying to do? Yeah.
But there are people out there who did start where you're starting, and they respect the hell out of people who are willing to put themselves out there, and they do give people a chance. And I see that a lot.
Yeah. My first deal I closed was about 35 Tylin Lilly here, owner of Ty's Digital Agency. You need help with branding. You need help with logos. You got any questions with a website? Why your website's not converting as as great as you'd like it to, or TylinLilly.com. Just reach out. Shoot me a comment, and I'm on my phone daily. And I'll get back with you.
We live off our phones. If you're a personal branding, you better be living on your phone.
And I started from zero.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm going to put this in a little video, so expect that little montage when I have enough, all right? Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate I want to hear from everyone, whether you're a model, you're in musician, you're a business owner, sales consultant, marketing, financial services, real estate, whatever it is, you have your own personal brand. We want to hear it because your story and your brand should only get stronger in time. Thanks, guys.